you confused about what to wear to an interview? In this video, I am going to break down how to nail the interview look and one that is sharp, effortless, and will actually land you the job. I am not holding back. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. If you have big goals but zero guys to talk about style with, don't worry, you got me. My name is Cassandra and I am the founder of Next Level Wardrobe and personal stylist. So you have finally landed the interview, but your outfit doesn't match your ambition and you're leaving money and credibility on the table. Your outfit isn't just about looking good. It's about sending a message and the right message. Because did you know that first impressions are formed within 7 seconds of meeting someone? So you need to use your clothing to your advantage. And I don't care what you're thinking, oh, they should like me for me. We're not playing that game because the reality is we live in a very visual society and your style is one tool that you should have in your back pocket and use to your advantage. A sharp, well-fitting look shows that you are serious, trustworthy, and hireable. It shows that you are going to represent the company and represent your boss in the best light. And honestly, when you feel confident in what you are wearing, it shows up in how you speak, stand, and show up in the room. So in this video, I am walking you through exactly what you need to wear to an interview, from business casual to business formal. We're even going to talk about grooming, okay? We're going to talk about grooming so you can make the best first impression. Let's get started. Before we dive into the clothing and talk about all the tactics, let's slow down and talk about why dressing well matters. First impressions happen in just a few seconds. So the way that you show up visually tells the interviewer, I respect your time, I'm serious about this role, and I want this role too. And let's be honest, we live in a very visual society. You are your business card, and I don't care if you are a CEO or if you work for a big company, you are always selling yourself. Now, here are two pictures of my client, Matt and Ramit, and they are their brand. They are very successful in the industries that they work in, and it is so important to them to always be on brand, look the part, convey what they need to convey, and have a system in place thanks to the NLW style system. So the right outfit can boost your confidence. It's a subtle edge that can make you feel more grounded and more prepared when you walk into a room, and people will notice. So this isn't just about the style and the clothing, it's a strategy. All right, let's break down the essentials for a strong interview outfit. Whether you are walking into a corporate formal interview or a very casual company interview, these pieces will lay the foundation of an impactful first impression. So first up is a tailored blazer or a sport coat. I actually recommend a sport coat because not many guys that I know that I work with as clients, they're not really wearing suits anymore. So invest in a tailored sport coat. Now, this is going to be your power player in your wardrobe for interviews. It adds instant structure and polish, whether you are layering it over a crisp dress shirt or pairing it with separates. And that's a beautiful thing about sport coats. You can do either or. So fit is everything here. So focus on how it sits on your shoulders, the sleeve length, when you button it as well. And you don't always need to button it, but it should be able to be buttoned. And getting the fit right makes a huge difference. I, as a personal stylist, have seen so many different fits, and whenever you have a garment fit perfectly, it conveys a lot about you before you even say a word. If you don't get the right fit, it could actually harm your chances of landing that interview, landing that job, because it can appear that you're disheveled, you're not thoughtful, you're not intentional, and people pick up on that. Number two is I want you to invest in a white or a light blue dress shirt. This is going to be clean, crisp, distraction free. And if you have the dad plaid out there, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Let me show you an image of what I'm talking about. We are not doing that anymore, okay? So no wild patterns, no trendy cuts. You want to keep it classic and timeless because also you want to get a lot of outfits out of it. I'm sure if you spend your money, you don't want it dead in your closet for years to come. You got to be wearing it. So this is the garment that you can rely on again and again. And you can even wear it to when you're not interviewing. So day to day, date night, travel, etc. Okay, number three is dress trousers in neutral colors and core colors like navy, charcoal, or even a deep olive or a deep khaki. So these should be properly pressed and properly hemmed. So just so they graze the top of your shoe. So no bunching. You don't want them to look too short. You don't want it to make you look too disheveled. So that's why tailoring is so important. Now, let's talk about the width of the pant leg. And this is critical because what has been trending lately are more of a straight and a wide leg silhouette, which I love for guys. Long gone are the narrowed, tapered pant leg. And in fact, I don't think they look that flattering on most guys. So opt for a straight leg that is clean, smooth, and will make you look really polished. Now, if you are heading into a more formal industry like finance, law, consulting, a matching navy or charcoal suit you could do, but even if you are mixing separates, these pieces will still speak professionalism. And a lot of the clients that I work with, they don't need suits often, but when they do, they want a suit that fits them, that can kind of maneuver through different situations. And that's why I always recommend a navy or charcoal suit. When it comes to interview wear, you need to know what you are dressing for. And it always surprises me that most people don't. They just assume, and that's a lot of risk because you can either show up too formal or too casual. So my number one piece of advice is ask HR, ask the recruiter, hey, what is the dress code of the office? Hey, do you have any images or guidelines from the handbook that you can send me? This simple question will go a long way and it will actually take away a lot of stress of figuring out to wear. Now, let me dive into each dress code and what I want you to wear and what I want you to think about. So the first is a formal dress code. So you are getting dressed for a formal interview. And the simple rule is, again, you need to consider the role, the industry, the company culture. Maybe you looked people up on LinkedIn. You saw a lot of them were wearing suits, or maybe you know someone who works there and you ask them. So super important that before you go in with a suit looking like a weirdo when everyone is wearing jeans and flip-flops, you need to understand the company culture. That's why you have to ask HR. Don't be too shy to ask a lot of questions. So traditionally, industries like finance, law, and consulting, they could lean more towards a classic buttoned-up look. Think full suits, muted colors, polished from head to toe. So super traditional in color as well. Your goal is to match that formality, but still show up as the most elevated version of yourself. And if you are unsure, it's always better to be slightly overdressed, and you can always dial it back if you need to. So a good example of that is the outfit that you see here. If you go in wearing a tie and then 5 minutes before you're like, oh my gosh, no one is wearing a tie, I look too formal, you can easily take that tie off and still look presentable. Business casual is the dress code that I see so much confusion around because there's no real guidelines. Even on Google, everyone has an opinion. HR may have an opinion. Your boss may have an opinion. And so it's confusing to decipher what counts as casual and what still feels professional. As a personal stylist, many of our clients live in the business casual dress code and the casual dress code. I think about it post COVID of the business casual is kind of the new formal. We don't have a lot of clients who are dressing in suits from head to toe all the time. Yes, they need a suit in their closet, but they're not wearing it often. So this is why I really want you to pay attention for this dress code in particular. Now, the safest way to navigate this is to go for elevated separates. So think polished, not stuffy, not too structured like a traditional suit that you would wear to a formal interview. So here are a few essentials to get you started for business casual interviews. Number one, a tailored sport coat. I want you to invest in this because it sharpens your look and it pulls your outfit together nicely. Not to mention, from a functionality point of view, you can wear it as a suit or you can wear it as a separate with different color texture of trousers. Number two is a fine gauge knit top or a collar top. This is something I see missing so much in men's closets, and it makes me sad because more men need to be wearing this type of garment. It always looks so good. And once you decide you are going to buy it, I want you to invest in core colors. So black, gray, white, navy. If you're feeling a little extra spicy, you are going to invest in some earth tones like the camels, the taupes, the olive greens. Number three, structured trousers. I am not talking about black or dark denim that you bought at Uniqlo. I am talking about structured trousers that fit you well, that flatter you well, that are long enough and are tailored to your height so it looks good on you. And I want you to have these trousers again in a core color. So I would recommend a navy and a gray to start out with. And last but not least, the shoes are going to be so important. So during the warmer months, you can go with an unlined loafer. During the colder months, you could do a boot, but I find most guys they're not really comfortable wearing boots and they don't know how to style them. So if that is you, then you can just opt for a really cool, clean sneaker, depending on your industry. Usually, for the most part, you can get away with this in business casual from what I have seen with my one-to-one work with clients. Now, I'm looking at all you guys and all you closets because I do not want you to wear your gym shoes, and you definitely are not wearing Allbirds either. Those do not count as a clean leather sneaker that you would wear to an interview. It's time to say goodbye to all of that. If you are finding this information helpful, go ahead and like this video and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Casual dress codes are everywhere these days, especially in tech, media, startups, creative fields. And I have seen as a personal stylist that some of those more conservative, formal industries are even kind of swinging towards casual days. But casual does not mean careless. Even in laid back environments, you want to look polished and intentional and know you are not wearing freaking flip flops to the office. So for a casual dress code, I want you to keep these essentials in mind. So number one, I want you to have a lightweight layering piece. So a structured jacket or an overshirt, and this will add shape and polish to your look. It is especially good for those of you that are going into cold offices. Number two, a high quality knit or button down, like a fine gauge sweater. You could do a short sleeve sweater, a long sleeve sweater. You could do a relaxed collared shirt, a short sleeve polo as well. There's plenty to choose from, so you can take your pick. Number three, yes, you can wear denim, but you probably have a lot of black denim, a lot of dark denim, and so you're not going to invest in that. I want you instead to invest in olive green or a deep tan or a deep taupe or a dark Gray. You need to create versatility in your wardrobe and not buy more of the same thing. And casual interview essential number four is clean, minimal footwear. So this can kind of flow in from business casual as well. So you can do leather sneakers, loafers, or boots. The goal with dressing for a casual dress code for an interview is showing your effort without looking out of place or without looking like you're trying too hard. Okay, guys, I'm going to break it down for you and I'm going to be brutally honest. Let's dive into accessories and grooming for your interview. And to be honest, this is just not for an interview. It's for life. It's for day to day. Accessories and grooming might seem like the small details, it doesn't matter, but they are what really put your look together. And it really shows that you thought of every single detail of your look, of your personal brand. People notice. People will notice. So let's start with an accessory that probably has come to mind when I said the word accessory, and that is a tie. Now, I will be honest with you, hardly anyone is wearing ties anymore. I have worked with over 400 plus clients now at Next Level Wardrobe, and the amount of ties that people have requested have probably been less than five. And so you don't need to spend a lot of money on all these ties. And in fact, if you have a bunch of multicolored ties from 1990 in your closet, it is time to go through and edit those. At a minimum, you need one light, one dark color. Do it in a core color. So you can do a navy, you can do a gray, and call it a day. We are all about keeping style simple here, and that also applies to your ties. Next accessory I want to talk about is a watch. Now, some guys wear watches, some guys don't. Wherever you land on that, totally fine. Don't feel the need to wear a watch, or don't feel the need to spend a lot of money on a watch unless you want to. If you really enjoy watches and the craftsmanship of them, great, more power to you. But this is an important piece of jewelry for guys who like to wear it because guys don't have a lot of accessories to play with. Like women, we have makeup and earrings and eyeglasses and all the things. Okay, guys, you don't have that. And so we have to get a little bit more creative with what you have to work with. Now, a watch, keep it simple. Again, you can do a leather band, you can do a metal band, whatever suits you, whatever is comfortable to you as well. Last but not least, for accessories, before we get into grooming, let's talk about belts. Now, at a minimum, you can have one light, one dark color. So you're going to get a black, you're going to get a brown, and you don't always have to match your belt to your shoe color. It doesn't have to be exact. But belts are only used when your pants are running a little bit too big because maybe you have lost weight recently. You actually don't need a belt if your pants are fitting you properly. And that is so important to remember. A belt is an accessory, not a necessity. So all you guys out there that have not gone pant shopping in about 20 to 25 years, it is time to find the right fitting pant and not rely on your belt so much. Last but not least, guys, let's dive into your grooming because many people don't talk about grooming when it comes to interviews, but I think it is so, so important because again, the smaller details matter. Now, your nails, how you smell, your facial hair, does your breath smell? All these things need to be on point. So you need to do the armpit check or have someone do it. Be sure to trim your long eyebrows, clean the dirt from your dirty fingernails and toenails, and gargle with some mouthwash. I recommend Listerine. Those are all the finishing touches that will leave a lasting impression for an interview or in life. Now, I have shared with you the importance of knowing what type of interview you are going into and what type of interview you are dressing for so you can put your best foot forward. But I want to leave you with one ending tidbit, and that is to get the perfect fit of your clothing. I have worked with so many guys now, and when they come to me, the fits are off because It is just not, style is not a topic of discussion among men. And the men that want to do it, they just don't know what to focus on. Well, fit is probably number one in terms of priority of how to elevate your style. So if you are thinking, I've never gotten my clothes tailored, that's okay. You need to start now. Your clothes should feel tailored to you, not too tight, not too loose. Getting the right fit doesn't mean that it is going to be uncomfortable. And when your outfit fits well, it will give you the boost and credibility you need right when you walk through that interview door. And one more thing, guys, practice your look. So don't be running around right before your interview trying to figure out what to wear. Preparation is so important. So a few days before, the night before, you are trying on your whole look from head to toe, shoes, your grooming, etc., because you want to make the best first impression. If you are waiting until the last minute, you are not preparing properly. And honestly, it tells me you don't really care if you land the job or not. Make sure your outfit feels comfortable and natural so nothing distracts you when you are in the middle of your interview. So when fit, confidence, and preparation come together, you are not just dressed for that one moment. You are dressed to put your best foot forward and leave a memorable impression. So there you have it, the honest truth and the complete guide on what to wear to an interview if you are a guy. If you want help finding your personal style or upgrading your wardrobe so you feel great every single day, not just for interviews, head over to nextlevelwardrobe.com. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and like it, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below letting me know what interview you are prepping for. I'd love to give you some advice and cheer you on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.